What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about tight end Kyle Pitts. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about tight end Kyle Pitts. And I believe that Kyle Pitts is here to stay in Atlanta, at least for the 2025 season. And the reason that I believe that Kyle Pitts is here to stay is yesterday I did listen to Raheem Morris's interview or his press conference where he talked about Kyle Pitts has been at OTAs, but he's been dealing with the injury. And I'm hearing that it is some type of foot injury that Kyle Pitts is currently dealing with. But the reason that I believe that he's here to stay, at least for the 2025 season, is because they have been rumors and things of that nature. And Raheem Morris did state that Michael Penix has worked with Kyle Pitts. He's worked with Darnell Mooney and Drake London. He worked with those guys over the offseason. I believe they went to California and kind of threw the ball and things of that nature, ran routes and things of that nature. And I really feel like the organization wouldn't waste Kyle Pitts and Michael Penix's time as far as those guys spending time off the field, working on chemistry and things of that nature. So just hearing those things, I really feel like all of the trade rumors that are out there about Kyle Pitts are mainly the media, stirring the pot and things of that nature. I don't really believe that there's much validity behind it at this point. Being that Kyle Pitts, is dealing with that foot injury, being that they're being cautious with him is what Raheem Morris stated. That's telling me that they're trying to make sure he stays healthy so he can ramp up for this NFL season. I really feel like the front office and this coaching staff wants to see what Kyle Pitts looks like with Michael Penix throwing him the football. We know that we haven't had consistent quarterback play for our Atlanta Falcons over the last 6 to 7 years since Matt Ryan has been gone. So with that being said, I really feel like the smart thing to do as far as the Falcons would be to keep Kyle Pitts. And I've said that in numerous videos that I really feel like the best move at this point is to keep Kyle Pitts. I do believe that Kyle Pitts is a generational type talent, 6'6", 240 pounds, runs a 4.4 40. A guy, if you match him up one-on-one, it's not a corner. There's not a linebacker or a safety that can match up with him mano-a-mano. Yes, they can bracket him. Yes, they can double team him. But he is a guy that can also pull coverage away from guys like Drake London, Darnell Mooney, to allow those guys to play one-on-one in certain situations. So I definitely think that Kyle Pitts is one of those guys that the Falcons should keep on the roster. He is a matchup nightmare, especially in the red zone because of that 6'6" body frame. We've seen, him with the Falcons last year, late in the season, start to click with Michael Penix. And I really feel like if him and Michael Penix can get on one accord, I really think that they could be a special duo. And pairing Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Mooney, all these weapons that we have, I really feel like Kyle Pitts still is a guy that has huge upside. Even though a lot of fans think that he hasn't lived up to expectations, I really feel like there's been other issues around Kyle Pitts outside of his play. There's been injuries. There has been inconsistent quarterback play. And there also has been inconsistencies when we talk about the offensive coordinator, that offensive coordinator changing from Arthur Smith and now to Zach Robinson. So there has been an adjustment period, but I really feel like at this point, Kyle Pitts will be here to stay. I do believe that he'll be with the Falcons for the 2025 season. And if he plays really well, I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons try to re-sign him. If I were the Atlanta Falcons, I definitely think that it would be wise to keep him on the roster because I really feel like even when he's a decoy and he's not getting the ball consistently, he still is a guy, like I said, that is a matchup nightmare, and he's a guy that defenses have to game plan for. Now, what I would like to see this season from Zach Robinson is them scheme him open. I've been stating this for the last couple years. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, those are your top guys. Darnell Mooney, those are the guys that you should be scheming plays up for. You took Drake London, you took Bijan Robinson, you took Kyle Pitts in the first round. All of them are top 10 picks. So those are the guys that the offense should be focused around. They should be the focal points. And I really feel like if you want to keep Kyle Pitts engaged, it's going to be important this year that they scheme up plays in the first quarter of these games to get him the football, whether it's a quick screen, whether it's drawing up a pick play to get him open. He's a guy that you have to keep engaged. And we know, when it comes to offensive stars and offensive players, if you want those guys to play well for you, you have to give those big time players opportunities. So I definitely expect Kyle Pitts to have a better season than he had last year. I hope that he stays healthy. I really feel like that's the biggest question mark right now for Kyle Pitts is, can he stay healthy and be consistent throughout the season? If he stays healthy, he's one of the top 10 tight ends in the league easily. He can easily be a top 5 tight end if he taps out on that talent. He has a lot of talent. I do still think that he's worth paying the money if they're going to use him in the offense. Now, if Zach Robinson decides to phase him out of the offense and he doesn't feel like the Falcons need Kyle Pitts, then at that point, I feel like you shouldn't pay him if he's just going to be used as a decoy. He needs to be a guy that's, when you talk about targets, he should be top 3 in targets when you talk about throwing the football. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Darnell Mooney, those guys in any order you want to put it in. Those are the 3 guys when you talk about targets for getting the football on Sundays, Thursdays, Mondays. Those should be the guys that you're drawing up the plays for. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on Kyle Pitts. Do you believe that he's here to stay? Personally, I definitely think he's at least here to stay for the 2025 season. I really think that they want to see what guys they need to keep around Michael Penix, because of course this team, Michael Penix is the centerpiece right now as the quarterback. And however Penix sees things, if he believes that Kyle Pitts is a player that he needs to remain on this roster, I really feel like he's going to have a say in what players stay and what players go. So with that being said, I have a lot more content for you guys. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button for your boy. Hit that like button. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.